See, when you make up fabricated crimes, yes, because I tell you that my civil rights were being violated, and your thought was, well, we have to misprision all of our felony, yeah, because you don't want me to sue you, yes. These are very serious human rights violations. The conditions necessary to sue you for torture, yeah, you've done it. Now, I'm wanting to have enforced the international conventions that makes it a crime for any nation to torture its citizens. And I'm wanting to do that in every nation of the world. Now, obviously, I tell you, I wasn't in Squim. You could see on the bus video surveillance camera that I wasn't there at 7:47 a.m. And your whole answer was to torture me and my family. Um, Lawful sanction, whether physical, is intentionally inflicted on that individual for such person obtaining from that individual a third person information or compassion, punishing that individual for an act that individual third person has committed or is suspected of having committed, intimidating or coercing that individual or third person. Yeah. Now, obviously, when the SQUIM and the Port Angeles Police Department refused to admit the evidence exonerating me, you decided that you were going to kidnap my sons and you were going to torture them. Yes, because you're going to deprive them of their father. Yeah. But the truth of the matter is, when you involve the state of Washington, I involved every state. And now I'm involving the United States, yes, and every nation that makes it a crime. Now, I know yesterday we talked about corruption laws and bribery. And then there's this movie that you had to make where you had to get paid for what you could see, because you only pay for what you see. Oh. Now, I'm wanting you prosecuted, and I'm wanting to sue this state and every state for refusing to enforce torture laws. Now, it's something that's going to need to take place today. Now, yesterday or the day before, no, it was yesterday. Yes. The actual executive order from the president. Yes. Now, undermine economic markets. See, Heidi kidnapped my sons from Guam, yes, and made up a story that I had committed domestic violence and child abuse. You issued a protection order without me having any due process, yes. I did 7 hours of parenting classes, and my record was expunged in July of 2012. Well, you kept reissuing your protection orders, thinking that you don't have to enforce the laws of the United States. Now, the last time you did it, right, it was a breach of contract because you served me in the Squim Public Library, yes, a weapon surrender form that had to be law enforcement. You did not give me any reasonable notice and an opportunity to be heard. Yes. Notice of the hearing was not served on the respondent by personal service, service by mail, or service by publication. Now, for all of you that said, well, I think that's just about the end of the lawsuits. Let's say you didn't do what the law says today. You refuse to allow my sons to speak to me because you won't remove your torture from the court. Yes. You won't allow me to speak to Marilyn, even though I would say that you're torturing her and her 6 kids. Yes. You won't prosecute Mike Van Proyen right now. It's not the end of the lawsuits. If I'm sitting here tomorrow, I will tell you that I will be suing you again tomorrow. Now, I'm going to have a lawsuit every day until you enforce the laws. Do you understand? Now, this screening of the Western State Hospital records, which included a previous Community Forensic Evaluation Service report dated on 10/6 of 2016. Yes. I was actually in jail at that time because the public defender, the prosecuting attorney, and the police departments would not admit the evidence that I wasn't in Sequim, Washington. Yes. And I hadn't violated the restraint provisions. Yes. Of the actual protection order itself. Yes. Now, obviously, there's fraud and forgery. Yes. In the issuance of that court order, yeah, that has been used to torture me and my family for 8 long years. Yes. Now, you did a little interview with the defendant at the defense attorney's office, oh, for approximately an hour. Yeah. And then you said I was delusional. Yes. For knowing I wasn't in Jefferson County on June 16th of 2017. And even though, yes, the prosecuting attorney's office said that they received an email, yeah, June 16th of 2017, they were missing the other 1,500,000 emails. Yeah, I never emailed any co-worker of Heidi Lee Budnick at the Brennan School District, nor did I email any individual in the Quilcene School District. Yes. Now, you've coerced mental health evaluations with your intention, yes, of having me admitted into a mental facility right now. That is a serious human rights abuse, too. And you're engaged in the corruption of being bribed, yes, to lie about the enforcement of the laws. Now, I'm going to want all of this false arrest and obstruction of justice removed. Yes, the removal of all the torture that I've experienced. Now, the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees the right against unreasonable searches and seizures. Yeah. It is an abuse of your discretionary power, to coerce mental health evaluations. Yes, because you refuse to admit the evidence exonerating the accused. You've just been torturing me and my family for every day that I've been sending you emails. Now, for the approximate 4,000 emails that I sent today, yes. I thought about copying and pasting, but I noticed that somebody, when I was using the Facebook this morning, had intentionally said I violated the community standards again. Yes. When I just put some pictures on Facebook and I just said that I had some videos on those YouTube channels. Yeah. Did you decide to torture some more? Fabricating evidence against or falsely arresting an individual also violates the color of law statute, taking away the person's rights of due process and unreasonable seizures in the case of deprivation of property. Now, since you gave everything to my wife when she abducted my sons on July 8th of 2011, there are numerous corporate documents that she received that she should not have received without me having any due process rights. Now, for all the corporations that say, well, he can do business, well, you falsified my state-issued identification. Yes. You fraudulently coerced mental health evaluations. You've arrested me multiple times and you refused to prosecute Mike Van Proyen for receiving all the court notices. Now, I put on that war crimes drive some documentation from an arbitration that I went through. Yeah. Could you get me all the mediation, the mediators, and the arbitrators of the SEC and FINRA and the GPS location where they reside at? Yes. See, I didn't think the arbitration went very good. In fact, looking at the actual literature of the 2017 annual report of FINRA, yeah, it's 2019, and I wondered when they were going to publish the 2018. Now, I have some lawsuits, and I thought I should remind you that of the approximate 10 years, 1998 to 2000, it could be longer than 10 years, I had to fill out these forms, U4s. Yeah. Could you get every one of those from FINRA? Of every brokerage company in the United States. See, when you have to fill out forms as a financial consultant, yes, having had 1,200 clients, I did perfect paperwork. Yes, I never submitted anything to the brokerage company that was not filled out correctly. Now, you seem to think right now that I don't understand how to fill a form out. Yes, but I actually do. Too. Now, it's going to be difficult for me to manage money, yes, without a driver's license. Oh, and since Mike kept all my personal items when he turned the electricity off on me in the middle of winter, yes, I don't have a passport. Poop. Now, this idea of employment, yeah, hmm it's really making it tough. Yes, I thought for sure right now that I'd just sue. Now, Sheriff, your sheriff's department is making me very angry because I've had to fill out quite a few of these. Yes. If you go on the FINRA, you can see that I was registered with numerous brokerage firms. Yeah. And the fingerprints that I submitted, could you get me all of those, the barcode number of all the fingerprints of every individual that's been registered? Yes. As a stockbroker? Yeah. Commodity trading advisor, ooch, loan officer, loan mortgage company. Oh, let's go ahead. And then there are those that have insurance licenses. For 16 years, I sold insurance. Just give me all the fingerprints because it looks to me right now that you're intentionally torturing American citizens. Yes. So that you can cover up your cloning. Yeah. Because of your want to come to find out. Oh. Now, I'm absolutely sure you're going to fucking prison right now. Just give me all the fingerprints from the last 40 years. Yes. Of every industry in the United States that requires fingerprinting. Phew. Now, registration with unaffiliated firms. Yes. This is quite a form. There's like 39 pages to it. Yes. Now, representative level registrations. There's the FINRA. Oh, the NYSE. Phew. The NYSE MER. Yes. The ARCA. The New York Stock Exchange Chicago, New York Stock Exchange National. Yes. And then there's the CBOE. Yeah. The NGX, the BX, the ISC, the Philadelphia. Oh. Miami Emerald. Ouch. Is that what that is? Ouch. I'm sure that every individual registered. Yes. Now, investment company and variable contracts. See, what I'm going to do, Sheriff, is I'm going to sue you for intentionally obstructing me from being able to be employed in an industry where I had at least a 10-year track record. Yes. See, your thought was, well, he should just get a job. But when my whole life experience, yes, was money management, poop, and you decided to issue a protection order where I didn't have any due process, yes, it makes it very difficult, tortuous, for me to go back and be one of these municipal securities representatives. Oh, a securities trader, ooch, an investment banking representative. Now I could have been a limited representative of private securities offerings. Yeah, a research analyst, ew, an operationals professional. Yeah. See, these are all possible employments. Oh, I'll call you right back.